Hi everyone. We are going to analyze TVS Motor Company today. Just going to give you a quick disclaimer, guys. This video is only for educational purpose, and this is not a buy-sell recommendation. I'm just expressing my views here. Please consult your financial advisor if you want to buy and sell shares. So, what we are looking at is the monthly chart of TVS Motors. And if you'll notice that just like most stocks, TVS sort of has made a good recovery from its COVID low, COVID crash, and it's up 172%. Now, you most of you may have heard about TVS Motors. It's a very well-known two-wheeler brand in India. So it's a very trusted brand, and they have a very it's a very high quality company as well. Now, what I would like to bring to your notice from a technical point of view is that the price is consolidating is in this range. This is the range, and what we see here is on the months that the price is closing higher, the volume is relatively higher. On this month, the volume is low. So this looks encouraging from a monthly point of view. This was the previous high, made a high of around 800 rupees in Jan 18, and then post that, this stock has corrected 69, 70%, 70%. So that's the previous high. Let's look at the weekly chart very quickly. If you see that the stock was basically it was making bases. There is a base here, then there is a base here, another base here. For people who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, you can read How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill, legendary guy. He's written the book and he's explained his concepts. So I have amalgamated my concept over a period of time with his, and I take short-term trades based on that. So what we notice is this is the area of interest. This area of interest. This is the place from where the stock quickly ran up. So this is the area of interest. The stock came down. It sort of bounced from there. And what you'll notice is these down weeks are on exceptionally low volume. Even this one. So it seems we can make a calculated bet that the supply is diminishing. The selling is sort of diminishing. Again, if you see now that the price is trying to go up, the volume is rising. This is a very classic telltale sign of a trade when you have volume going down on weekly charts and then volume starting to gain momentum, on up days. On the left, this is the 50-day moving average. It's gone sideways, obviously because price has been going sideways since Feb. 200 days trending upwards. And what you'll notice is that the price gapped up, you know, here. If you notice on the daily chart, the price gapped up with very high volume. So the volume over here is 40 million, while if you see the average volume MA, that's the average volume, is only 2.5 million. So that's outstanding volume, very explosive volume, and the stock gapped up. This happened around the earnings release. So the March earnings came out pretty strong. So uh, after this gap up happened, I was waiting for an entry point. So basically, I have been accumulating the stock between this price range. This is the range in which I was accumulating the stock. Generally, whenever you have a very massive gap up with very high volume, the stock tends to consolidate and break out. Now, what is going to be my stop loss? So my average price is around 618 and 620, and my stop loss is going to be 15%. You know, this was the previous sort of a low, and it is also close to the 200-day moving average. So a 15% stop loss is how I'm managing my risk. Now, what one needs to understand also that before the price comes from here to here, it has multiple areas where it can take support, or you will have ample amount of time to get out if this trade starts going against you. So even though we have a 15% stop loss in mind, we can get out early depending upon how the stock is trading. If it breaks the 50-day moving average on very high volume, fails to go above it, continuously closes below the 50-day. Remember, guys, all this will not happen in one day's time. It will take a week, 2 weeks, possibly. If the stock is breaking down very badly, below the 50, around the 200-day, then there could be some news-driven movement as well. So you need to take into cognizance as to what the news is, whether it's really bad, or what kind of effect it can have on the short-term movement of the stock. So that's all from the technical front. Let's quickly look at the fundamentals. It's 30,000 crore market cap company. I would consider it a mid cap. Only 9% of the stock is out in the market to be traded. Decent amount of good amount of FII and DII participation. They have 1100 crores of operating cash flow. Very good. They have around 468 crores of investments, around 1600 crores of cash on the book. These are very promising numbers. One interesting thing to look out for is that the gross block has increased substantially, almost 70% up. This possibly says that the company may be doing some expansion, probably a brownfield capex, enhancing the assembly line, possibly, setting up a new plant, whatnot. I've not done that in-depth research. So if you'd like to know more about it, you could try and find out from the annual reports. Guys, this is the screener website. I use the premium account, but on a free account, you can come here and you can check all the information in the documents section. You get the annual reports. You have all the recent news about the company, the rating updates. Okay, so moving on, they have around 9,500 crores of loan. They've shaved off some loan from last year, which is very good considering that COVID has played havoc on a lot of people. They've shaved off their loan. Also, what's interesting to see is that the gross block has increased and the borrowings have also increased. Suddenly, from 1,300 crore, the borrowings have gone to 7,000 crore. So this could be an indication that they have borrowed money to set up, do capex or expansion. So again, if you'd like to know more, you could go and read the annual report. Since I'm going to be trading this for a short time, 6, 7 months, a year or so, these things are not so important. Okay. What does the profit and loss statement look like? If you see, the sales have not gone anywhere, but they have been pretty stable. So that's an encouraging sign considering COVID, lockdown, we are in the second wave right now. What you'll notice is that the operating profit has remained pretty much the same. However, even though the operating profit is same, the net profit is lower. That is happening because of two things. Because of the interest that they have to pay on the loan, the interest component has gone higher, and the depreciation has also gone higher because they have a factory or a new brownfield or any capex plan in place. So guys, you have to keep in mind that whenever you do put up a factory or a plant, as soon as you buy land, plant, machinery, the depreciation comes into place because these assets need to be depreciated in the accounts on a year basis. So interesting thing to note is that although the new plant not functionable yet, is been depreciated. Once the plant is done and the production starts, the you'll see some profits coming in. So suddenly you will see that you will have sales increasing in this company and profits increasing. So that is yet to kick in. In financial terms, we call it operating leverage, wherein your new plant starts churning out new products, your sales start rising, and your profits also increase. Now, looking at the quarter, the quarterly results were very good. 50% rise in sales and roughly 400% rise in profits quarter on quarter yearly basis. These are very encouraging number, and that is the reason why the stock gapped up over here as well. So overall, this looks like a beautiful setup. I am already positioned in this stock, and my guess is that this can explode from here. Looking at the technical setup and the encouraging numbers, this can go move up very quickly. Thanks, guys.